Do you hear this a lot, or yourself are in a relationship that we never separate, we're attached to the hip, everything we do together? Breaking news, this is not the way relationships should work. That is called codependency. Okay? Thank you so much for coming back to my podcast, From Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm Lolita Guarin. And if you're a new visitor, welcome. It is a month of February, and I'm talking about stress management in relationships. And today is a very, very painful topic. It's codependency. So, you might be codependent or you're dealing with someone who is codependent, but today I will be talking about, um, well, you dealing with someone who is just always there. Somebody who always need to know where you are, always calling you. You need to hang out with them every moment you breathe when you're not working. You just like, oh my, I just don't. Okay. Why is this happening? Number one is that someone who grew up in the environment that they're not safe, they will be very clingy because they have very strong fear of abandonment. This is coming from wounded childhoods where the parents, the caregivers, the authorities were really not taking care of that child. Could be physically, could be emotionally. For example, I was the one of those children. I grew up alone. I mean, I have no brothers or sisters. My dad was alcoholic. It's not pretty when he's drunk and starts throwing things. The place was not really safe for me. My mom tried doing everything she can, obviously, to keep that in order. So she was very, very codependent herself, growing up with a traumatic experience as well. But also, she was very super controlling. But for me, because I grew up in that environment, I had very, very strong fear of abandonment. So I became very clingy and very codependent on the people and brought this into my adulthood. So as you can tell, my relationships with people were very, very super tense. So what is that you do when you're dealing with someone like that? First of all, you need to understand we need to have empathy for others and for yourself because we're doing the best we can. Everyone comes with some sort of baggage. They all do. Because that's called human experience. I mean, that's just comes with the baggage. So when you start understanding that other people they are the way they are, but here's the key. You responsible for who you are and how you're going to manage this. So first, you need to know that healthy relationship needs two whole individuals. That the both individuals need to be good with themselves in order to have a bond with someone else that's also healthy. Yes, it's kind of work. But you need to realize that your self-care is the best way how you will show up for that other person. Because when you are strong and you're healed and you honoring your own choices, your own needs, your own emotions and feelings, and you showing them an example. You're also showing them that it's possible to do. So being the best you can do is very good for them too. My gosh, like a poem, I should write it down. So we already passed off thinking that it's the guilt part where that comes with all of this. But the first step is to realizing you need to take care of yourself. Okay. Don't go into guilt of you shouldn't. We already passed this. Then number two, you have to have emotional boundaries. You need to understand you can't fix them. You cannot, no matter what relationship you're in the siblings, family, spouses, friend. I mean, you cannot be healthy for them. You cannot be successful for them. You cannot push them into be anything else if they don't want to. So that emotional boundary, it needs to be set with yourself about them. And also setting emotional boundaries with them that you can stay as a whole individual. Yeah, I can do probably 2 hours on just that. So think about, where are your emotional boundaries with them? And if you say, haha, I have no boundaries with them, great. No, it's not great, but there is help. So you're welcome to go listen to my previous episodes or book a session with me. I'll be very happy to coach you how to do that. But also, your support, it doesn't mean that you have to be giving all yourself now in order to inspire them and lift them up and doing that. You should do it the best you can, but do not overdo it. Your number one priority is you, because when the pitch is empty, there's nothing to pour. Simple logic. I know. It's a hard one. Now, there's another thing that you need to do to keep your sanity in the codependent relationship is, and that's going to be a hard one. I know it's like the whole hard episode. Is you have to maintain your own identity outside the relationship. You need to have independent hobbies. I know. You're like, oh my God, you cannot even leave me alone when I'm late for 15 minutes after work. Are you kidding me? Hobbies? What? If you acted like that, that's mean definitely you have a little bit of codependency. You have a fear of abandonment as well. Not to the extent or less or more or whatever. But also you need to ask yourself, why do you feel that you need to please them? You have to fix them, you have to, and you have to, that's already a sign that there's something that you can start healing, something you can start working on. It's a long road, but if you're already noticing that, that's like already halfway there. And having independent things, I'm talking not, you can do a hobby on your own, but I mean, having space. And even if you spend with someone a lot of time by yourself, I mean, with them, no matter where you go, especially, oh my gosh, I know families that run businesses, and the husband and wife, they sleep together, they wake up together, they eat together, they go to work together, they come back, they eat dinner, they go to sleep, they work together. Everywhere they go, they there. And it, you need to breathe on your own. Um, so find solitude in even 15 minutes. You can go use the restroom for 10 minutes, okay? You just have diarrhea, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you have difficulty going. That's why you want to read a book there. Or just chill. Get yourself some breaks. That's like one of my top 10 stress management tips. You have to take a break, not only from your daily activities, but also from your relationships. 10, 5 minutes if you're really with that person, an hour or two. You know, there are relationships get better with people when they say when they miss you. How they can miss you if you're always there? It's impossible. So, but don't do this. So I want them to miss me. So now I'm going to go to a movie by myself. No, go to a movie by yourself because this is what you want to do. And you're like, you know what? I just want to chill for a little bit. Make a list of things right now, right now. Make a after you finish after you finish video. Make a list of things that you're going to do for yourself that make you feel good, that you're actually going to do them. That does not mean, maybe even doesn't have to take lots of time or time of money or anything. But what is it you like to do? And start implementing this every single day that has you involved. That will not just help you with your relationships, but also with your overall stress management. And if you need more help, you know where to find me. Go to beamazingyou.com and book a session with me. And listen to other episodes. Of course, those are also very good depending on what kind of thing you want to tackle. And also give me question if you have something that you want me to answer that has to do with stress and relationships, because on Sundays I will be doing a Q&A.